Hello, Dunbar. This is Miss Perry with the PLD Library, and I'm here to provide some pro tips for Gale Opposing Viewpoints, specifically how to annotate using Gale and how to make sure you're getting your citations for MLA style. So, the first thing you want to do is go to our databases page at bit.ly/PLD databases. And that shortcut will take you right here to the database tab, and you are going to use Gale Opposing Viewpoints in context. This is assuming you have picked a topic, so you will be logging in with a password provided from your teacher. And in a previous screencast, I talked about my topic of being type 2 diabetes prevention. So I'm going to, instead of browse issues, which I could do if I'm still looking for a topic, I'm going to use the search bar here. And I am going to do diabetes prevention. And then I'm going to go ahead and search for that. You do want to remember when you are searching that you're going to be having all types of content. I really enjoy, sometimes the academic journals get a little bit too intense. I really like the magazines or other viewpoints. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to our magazines though. And you want to remember that you don't want to use anything that is older than 10 years. So we're going to see some of these here magazines. They're from July 2013, October 2012. They're a little oldish. They're on the older side. I'm going to go ahead and click there to see all 22 of our magazine offerings. And then instead of by relevance, I'm going to go ahead and sort those by newest on top. So what that's going to do, it's going to go ahead and rearrange them where my newest one, in this case, it looks like it is from or June of 2015. It is going to give me the more recent results up at the top. So that's one pro tip for filtering your results. I'm going to go ahead and click on this about the CDC and the American Medical Association offering a new pre-diabetes toolkit that would go into my claim that we need to provide more information. You're going to see that there's all kinds of different ways to get some information right at the beginning. You get the author right here. You're given where it's from. It's from a publication called The Nation's Health. And a document type, it's just a brief article. In this case, it's just 200 words. So I get a nice little short article here. And it's going to provide me at the bottom a source citation, which we have talked about. So say that I am wanting to use a section of this particular article in my paper. But I want to go through and I want to make sure that my teacher knows that I've annotated this. So in this case, I am going to cite here this statistic that currently more than 86 million Americans are pre-diabetic and nearly 90% of those millions are unaware of their status. All I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cursor and I'm going to highlight. Okay. When I let go, different things pop up. So I'm going to choose, in this case, I'm going to choose highlight. And I want to use that as a statistic. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight it in yellow. Now, while I already have it up, I'm going to go ahead in my notes and I am going to say that I would like to use this in my intro. Because you'll be talking about how many Americans have pre-diabetes and how many people need to know because 90% of those don't know they have it. So I'm going to push save. Another thing that I see here is that too few people know they have pre-diabetes and that they can take action to prevent or delay developing type 2 diabetes. So I'm going to click on that. Again, you just highlight, and when you release, this comes up. I'm going to highlight that in a blue, and I'm going to put in my notes that this is a quote to use in paragraph about prevention. Okay, so maybe that's my second body paragraph. I could be more specific if I wanted to. And then I'm going to want to go ahead and save that. Oh, let's make sure that note saved. It sure did. All right, so go ahead and save that. Now I have my highlights, and I've got my annotations here. At the bottom, I'm going to make sure I have this. Notice that it has the MLA 8th edition is the automatic. We want the MLA 8th edition. APA is for your, if you are doing more like a science paper or social studies, they use APA. So I do want to make sure that I'm selecting that MLA 8th edition. Now, there are all kinds of things that say export to. If you export to down here, it will export only the source citation. So to make sure you're exporting everything, make sure you scroll to the top of the page. When you choose this little symbol right here, it's going to export to your Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. I've already signed in because this is a Chromebook. So it will say that the documents have been sent to my Google Drive and they will appear shortly. So I'm going to push OK. Now to double check that, I am going to go to my Google Drive, drive.google.com. I have quite a few folders in my Google Drive. This one is going to be under Gale in Context, Opposing Viewpoints. So I'm going to double click that. And I have a couple of things that have I've sent here because I've used Gale before. So I'm going to click on last modified, and it is going to show the newest on top, and it's that CDC AMA article. Now, when I want to open that, because I want to be able to share this with Miss Ferris or Mr. Egan, whoever my teacher is, you're going to notice that my highlights are right there on the page. You're going to see that the yellow and the blue really stand out there. I'm going to keep scrolling. We're going to see that the MLA citation is at the very, very bottom, so I can copy that and use that in my works cited. And then at the very bottom, it's going to show where I've highlighted my passages and taken some notes. So it's going to include the notes so my teacher knows that I have actually done my annotations. Now, so I can submit this. The easiest way to do this is to share this with my teacher. So here are some different options to do that. The 3 buttons will let me go to share. And in this case, I am going to say that Amber Ferris is my teacher. So I'm going to start typing amber.ferris, and she's going to come up right here. And I'm going to put sharing my research with you, Summer. Okay, or Perry, your full name, so that she knows who it is. And then we're going to go ahead and send that to Miss Ferris so that she knows that she can then assess you for your annotation and also for your citation. So in a nutshell, once you have sent that to Google Drive, you're going to have everything you need, including your annotations and your source citation provided at the bottom. Again, happy researching. Enjoy using Gale in Context, Opposing Viewpoints.